Cute little kids outside playing. Oh well, I'll be alright. They are really out here looking like clowns and they really do not care. People like him, they just do not give a schnitzel. But let's get into these comments. This is probably going to be normalized in a few days from now. I'm not even gonna say years, because actually it's probably even normalized right now, because a lot of things is, like, for instance, degrading black women, hurting black women, killing black women, talking down on black women, treating black women like trash. If those are normalized, then obviously things like the plantation wedding situation, trust me, they already normalizing it already. Like, do I need to put the pictures back up on the screen? Like, do you want to see them again? Hey, it's Jaliane, rhymes with alien. Like if you're a fan, comment and subscribe. Hello, my name is Jaliane, and today's video is a little bit different from my normal setup. I was actually going to do a different video for this week's upload, but this came to my attention, so I basically just have to talk about this. So, this picture right here and these pictures right here, right? So it's about this guy who is Hispanic, well, racially black. Yes, okay. And his wife, they had a plantation. Listen, they had a plantation wedding. When I first saw this picture right here, I didn't know what to think. I was completely embarrassed for his mother. I was feeling embarrassed for his dad. I was feeling embarrassed for his whole family, to be honest, because he looks like a whole clown. And honestly, I don't know why they even decided to do this. Like, these people, it's like they don't know what type of climate we are in. And honestly, he and his new bride or wife or whatever she is, really and truly, I don't know, should I call her a SLAVE master? Like, I'm not sure. But whatever that is, it's a whole entire mess. And honestly, at first I thought I was the only one that was going to be completely against this foolishness, but there are actually other people who are against it, and I have to definitely put those comments in this video, because honestly, I really thought I would be the only one out here like, this doesn't look so right. But then after a few seconds of just watching the pictures and feeling embarrassment for his family, I actually began laughing, because I'm like, wow, they are really out here looking like clowns and they really do not care. People like him, they just do not give a schnitzel. But let's get into these comments. Embarrassment by association. I wish black women and black men will represent a different race. I also sometimes wish that there was a way for us to actually have like a black women race and a black man whatever to the next side. Really, it's that embarrassing, and it's that severe too. Like, it looks like a few people are also thinking the same way too. This is a effing joke. I agree. These are the black men that are pro-black. Yes. Yup. These are the so-called pro-black ones. It's always them. The ones that say, oh, like, even if I'm married to a non-black woman, like, I'm still pro-black. And I'm just like, how and where? I don't see it. But have fun with that though. That delusional kind of mindset and thinking. Have fun. It's really you. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. Like, it really doesn't. This is why any black women out there protesting and walking for black men are fools at this point. They have shown this behavior over and over again. 2021 is a wake-up call to all black women. To be honest with you, a wake-up call to all black women has been way before 2021, but a lot of people was not listening, and then this whole divestment movement happened, and a lot of women are actually saying, okay, regardless of if I'm a black woman, I deserve to be treated better. I deserve love and respect like every other woman. I deserve the finer, really? I deserve the finer things in life, and I'm here for it. And I'm glad that a lot of women are not taking this BS and running with it anymore. But we still have a few other people to, get on board. But not with the whole divesting thing, but the whole opening your options or dating who the heck you want to date. There are still Black women who are hesitant to do so, but hopefully later on they will do so if and when they realize that it's a waste of time to wait around for a group of men who will betray you in a heartbeat. I mean, do I need to put the picture back up on the screen? Like, anyways, they literally had to plan this. They planned this. Lord have mercy. I agree. The wedding had to be the wedding, sure, okay, had to be planned. So that took some time and dedication. I have no words. These men exploited Black women for numbers in their movements for their freedom, aka being able to run around with women who are not Black, mostly white women or other groups of women and all that stuff. Evidence is within the language of their movements. They continuously say the Black man, or continually. I'm not really sure what they were trying to say there, if it's continuously or continually, but okay, I'm gonna say continuously. They continuously say the Black man. The reason why Malcolm X's speech on Black women is utilized so much by women is due to the rarity of Black women's struggles being mentioned within any Black movement. And that is the reason why I am not pro-Black. That is the reason why I am not for any movement that is only about the men in the so-called community, which I have a video on that, on why I don't believe that it's a thing. And anyways, but as I was saying, like, I would never stand for any so-called movement that's only for Black men. Like, look how much people actually talked about Breonna Taylor. Look how much people actually did that. And then tell me if it's actually balanced with people like George Floyd, for instance. Like, there is no balance between the two. So, no thank you. I would be so ashamed to participate in this. I agree, me too. Okay, but are we really surprised? History has shown time and time again that the access for white women is all Black men have ever wanted. Heck yes, it has shown that for a long time. Becky and Suzanne need to come collect them all. Yeah, I agree. They need to come collect their Tyrones, or their Jeromes, their Glockatavius, whatever you want to call it. They need to come collect these males, because a man does not do this. Like, okay, next. I never thought I would be so embarrassed that I am speechless, but here we are. I was speechless when I first saw it too, and then I thought about his family and everything in that same exact moment. Then eventually I just laughed, because it just can't be serious. These people, they're crazy, and they'll probably keep doing this kind of crap. And I'll also leave a little comment in the ending of this video as well about this whole situation and how I really, really feel about it, But let's continue. God, if there's one thing I want you to do for me, is to never give me a Black son. There's a lot of people who don't want Black sons indeed. Hear my cry, O Lord, and answer to my prayer. I don't blame you. Imagine risking your life to give birth to this. I cannot imagine that. I don't want to imagine that. Like, this would be going right where it came from. Like, it would be going right back where it came from. Like, no. Just no. Made my skin crawl. One reason to be praying for little girls when I become a mother. See that? I can't disagree. Child? It ain't even 9 a.m. and I've never been so embarrassed for someone else in my entire life. I feel for his parents the most. I will never understand why people think it's funny to romanticize SLAVERY. There is nothing romantic about being forced to work to death, being beaten every day till your skin falls off, being raped, watching your relatives being sold off, having no rights, and being categorized as property instead of a human being. Honestly, anyone, no matter the race, who romanticize SLAVERY is mentally disturbed. I love this comment. but only because it speaks the truth. How dare you have a wedding at a freaking area, a space like that? Like, they planned it out, but they weren't thinking. Like, I honestly, I can't. I just can't. This SHIT is so funny, man. Black men embarrassing themselves just don't bother me like it used to. I wish them good luck in their marriage. Clearly made for each other. Honestly, that last part, yes, clearly made for each other. Heck yeah. They are clearly made for each other in their delusion. Yes, they are. There should be a tree somewhere in the story if we want this to be accurate. I highly agree, and it has to do with this word right here. I'm not even going to say the word, but yeah, you saw the word. Okay, good. These look like the same type of people that ask, why do you have to bring race into everything? Then turn around and do stuff like this. I highly agree. I highly agree. These are the types. This is what Harriet Tubman was dealing with and talking about. Selective breeding is essential at this point. He would turn on any black woman, including his mama, for her. It's true. And he proved it by doing that. So, because if you literally love your mother, you will never have a plantation wedding. If you love yourself, you would never do it. If you love your people, you would never do it. If you have common sense and self-esteem, you would never do something like this. He's gone. Psychologically, he is finished. He's defeated, okay? Weak is not even a word to describe him, because the word weak makes him look strong. So no, just no. In 2021, this has to be a fetish at this point. They both didn't see how this looks. I agree. Again, with everything on the news and social media, they didn't have one person in their corner to say, are you sure this is the theme you want? Like, is this even a theme? This is just something that shouldn't happen. Yeah, they have no real friends/family. And well, I see some black men will do anything for white validation. Majority, not some, majority. Oh, I thought they didn't like bonnets in public. Yeah, that thing on her head, right? My goodness. Nothing surprises me anymore. At this point, you have to roll your eyes, protect yourself, and move accordingly. We'll be seeing more of these antics and embarrassing behavior. And that's true. It is very true. We will be seeing a lot more of this. This is probably going to be normalized in a few days from now. I'm not even gonna say years, because actually it's probably even normalized right now, because a lot of things is, like, for instance, degrading black women, hurting black women, killing black women, talking down on black women, treating black women like trash. If those are normalized, then obviously things like the plantation wedding situation, trust me, they already normalizing it already. Like, do I need to put the pictures back up on the screen? Like, do you want to see them again? Black men and black women fighting for two different things, always have been. Imagine being a mammy, making excuses and playing dumb to black men antics in 2021. Honey, I could never imagine that. Who is even doing this? Like, black men's backs are basically exposed. Like, I really, I have no kind of positive words here. Their backs exposed to take any beating that it possibly can get. And trust me, as long as black women decide to divest or open up their options and move on, soon there will be a lot of black men that are disappearing. And I think you know what I mean by that, because the PO will be on them, and black women at this point will not be responsible, because after how they've treated black women for all these centuries and decades and years and all this good stuff right there, yeah, okay. So that will have nothing to do with black women. Moving on. Our ancestors fought to stay out of bondage, and his clown ASS runs straight towards it. Literally, I just can't. Sweetie, I can't at this point as well. This is some sick and twisted stuff. Yep. Hopefully he'll regret this move when she starts treating him like a real SLAVE. What's to stop her? He's already agreed to the preview. Yep, I'm going to be honest. When I first saw that wedding, whatever the heck you want to call that confusion. I really thought it was like a kind of, I thought it was like a movie kind of preview picture, or some pictures from an upcoming drama or something that's gonna be on Netflix soon or something. And then I see this is real, and I'm just like, wow, just mind blowing, just mind blowing. So first I thought it was some drama thing at first. Then I saw more pictures and I saw the caption and all that stuff. And I was just like, wow, I feel for his parents. And then after I felt embarrassment for them, I just started laughing because I'm like, oh my goodness, if I had a kid like this, he would be no more. That's all I got to say. LMFAO. He is no longer a SLAVE. The caption said, I'm sorry she really has him in chains. I laughed out loud because, and I'm going to be honest, many people probably laughed at this too. After they were upset about it, they probably laughed. Or some people probably just looked at it and be like, wow, another idiot again. Okay, well, that's just what's popular these days, it seems. Black men embarrassing themselves 25/7 because 24/7 is not enough. Next one. My sister said, what's the honeymoon? Insert the word here. I'm not going to say that word. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was. Might as well follow through. I guess that's why the tree wasn't implemented in the pictures. This has got to be a joke because I'm beyond flabbergasted. Yeah, I can't even, words can't describe. Black men want to be with white women so badly. You'd think that more black men would have more of an incentive to improve their education and earn more money. True. Where are the lies really? Where are they? I need to find them because I don't think I'll be able to find them to that. Like, only the truth. I'm happy two crazy people are together. I can't disagree. I agree. It saves us, and I'm glad he isn't with a black woman. He is too weak to have such grace. Listen, you giving him grace by saying he's too weak. Like, you're making the word weak look like it's something else. Like, the word weak is making him look too strong. Like, no, he's less than that. With those chains in his hands, like, I don't know what to say. He's less than weak. Okay, thank you. The white women who have a SLAVERY themed photo shoot are the same white women who have plantation weddings for years and are now apologizing because #BLM. Yeah. No words, just huge secondhand embarrassment. Another example among countless others for black women to focus on alleviating ourselves emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Agree. I agree. I truly believe white women put a curse on these men during SLAVE times. Sad to see, and I used to be embarrassed for them, but now I just shake my head and keep it moving. Many people think it's a curse, but me, I just think these men are just plain out wicked. These men, you gotta put those quotations, these men, like, I'm not even going to pretend like I'm surprised anymore. I think the best thing to actually do is just pretend like, oh my God, wow, OMG, he had a plantation wedding. Oh my God. Like, you have to kind of just look surprised at everything and just act like, wow, this is the first ever experience I've ever had, seeing someone degrade themselves who's black and male like this. Yeah, it looks like you just have to do that, to get by, and then just laugh and just keep it moving with your life. Like, those cortisol levels need to be down here. Like, don't worry about these people. Let them do their thing. They wanted integration, not liberation. It's the sad truth. It is. Whoa, I wonder what his parents think of this mess. The fact that she dreamed up this whole scenario lets you know he isn't equal in her eyes. What a darn clown he is. Shame on him. Honestly, she's not the only one who said, we're gonna have a plantation wedding, okay, honey? Like, he also had to play a part as well. He had to agree. He definitely helped, so he should be held accountable, if not more than her, just as much at least. Like, the two of them, to me, they're both wrong. Like, I have no words. No positive words for them. I'm almost speechless, just like everybody else. But it's a funny joke if you look at the pictures too long. Like, you'll think, this must be a terrible sequel for some kind of show that's coming out or something like this. It just can't be real. Like, but it's real. Black men are really telling on themselves. They always have been. You just have to listen and look and understand. They're showing you who they are. Some people will want to say not all, but all I'm saying is if you are one of them, then okay. But if you're not one of them, then that's great. You won't be bothered by a thing that I'm saying. You will not. We really don't have a community. That's been long dead. Yeah, I never really thought that we had a community either. Like, probably I'll say the black space or something, but community with quotation marks too as well. But when it comes to like an actual community, look up the definition of community and then tell me if we look like we aspire to be anything of that sort. Like, are we even 3% there yet? Like, I'd rather not lie to myself. That's the reason why I could definitely just tell you that community crap does not really exist. Not with us. It doesn't. Black males are so embarrassing. I truly hate being attached to them. Just because you are attached in your definition of whatever attached may be, like if it's just attached at the hip, because I know I'm not. Sure, we were both born black, but that doesn't mean much. Like, if you marry someone who's not black, like, you don't have to deal with their BS. Let it pass, let it pass, let it pass. But I understand exactly what you mean. But I'm just saying the word attached probably should not go there, because it seems like attached at the hip. Because we not attached at no hip, no body part, nothing. But our skin colors, I guess that's a slight attachment. But at the end of the day, if you give out good positive energy and they don't give out the same thing, then learn from that and never give out energy to them that they don't give back to you. It's really that simple. Like, listen, reciprocation is one of the most important things. If it's not happening, then don't force it. Don't be nice and protective and all of this to people who don't care if you DEAD in the next 3 to 4 seconds. They don't care if you become a hashtag. Like, as a woman, you should not give these people no time of day, because we all know reciprocation cannot be spelled by these men. So who's gonna be here wasting time? And now you will get to see my comment as well, because I also commented on this foolishness. And yeah, let's just get to it. If the roles were reversed, the kind of dragging that would take place of a black woman would be astronomical. Like, I mean it. I just can't at this point in time. I can't. And someone commented, and their last name's Cotton. Yeah, she'd be all kinds of bed, that word, mammies, etc., you name it. And then I commented, all that's missing in the wedding, because we know that ain't no wedding photos, oh my goodness, pictures, is your last name, Cotton, which is the person's last name. Also, exactly, the energy needs to be the same all around with all this foolishness going on. I am sick and tired of these types of men. The PO can have them. I mean it. People like him is a waste of life. The shackles are there to show it. Not because he is dating who he wants, but because of how he is degrading himself in the process of dating a non-black woman. He's a disgrace. And I will always stand by how I feel about the foolishness that black men are doing. To me, it's just very sad. I just want all people to be held accountable for the terrible things that they do, even in my so-called community, which doesn't exist, so even in the black space. And really and truly, I would like to say I don't want to ever see pictures, wedding pictures like these again, but honestly, I believe they may be surfacing more. And honestly, I really don't want to see it, but what can I say? Some people They are just crazy out here. Like they have no sense, and I honestly cannot sugarcoat it. I can't make them look better than they really are. I can't say anything positive about them. So I'm just gonna wrap it up right here. And with that said, don't be too problematic. Be as polite as possible. I'll see you next time.